Come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Hurts to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Third and long for Hurts. Now he'll air one out. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to be 4th down. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Milton. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
The man in motion here is Chark. So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Man in motion is Smith. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. To the goal line and in. Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Elliott on now for the PAT. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. He keeps it himself. And they will not let up. He is into the end zone for 2 more.
Jake Elliott.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. They'll go play action here with Milton. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion, Lamb. They'll run with Sanders. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Milton to the air on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot down the field.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On play action, Hurts. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Play action. Here's Hurts. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Here's Barkley. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Hi, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. This one is caught by Turpin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Motion man sent right. On 2nd down, here's Milton. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now Milton. Open man, left side. He's got it. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Dallas 1st down. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing again is Milton. This one caught by DJ Chark. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Once again, it's Sanders. Good running inside the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
That's caught. It's Miles Sanders. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Throwing is Milton. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Try and throw with Milton. It is brought in the end zone. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, Dallas.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
And he's going to be stopped in the backfield, taken down back at the 3. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll grab it at the 12. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Tight end going in motion here. Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, here's Sanders. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Working out of the gun is Milton. And he's in. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. Straight ahead, it's Sanders. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll take it at the 12. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They put Wilson in motion. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. 2nd down throw for Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
And now, after the pick six, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now, a return coming from the 14. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to have an Eagles first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. Off the play fake, Hurts. Fires complete to Harrison Bryant. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They put Wilson in motion. Room to maneuver at the 35. Well, they hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Here's 3rd and 2. And in motion is Brown. Hurts now on 3rd. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That was intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
In motion, Lamb. So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Milton to the air on second down. That's complete. It's Sanders. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. It's third and 4.
On third down, they go with Sanders. And they're going to get the conversion here on third down. He'll bring this up to the 33-yard line. In motion, Lamb. On first down, here's Milton. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout.